Hello again. So I've been giving you guys a pretty in-depth rundown of each individual piece of gear that I thought was important for my thru hike of the PCT this year, and trying to give you a little bit of reason as to why I've chosen that gear. But I haven't really gone over the gear or the clothing that I will actually be wearing while hiking. So I'm just going to give a quick overlook. I'm not going to go real in depth on each piece of gear, but I'm going to let you know what it is I'm going to be wearing while on the trail, while physically moving. And you know, things could change, but this is what I'm going to start out with in the desert. So I'm just going to go from top to bottom. First, I've got the Outdoor Research hat. I'm not a big hat guy, so I was real picky when I picked this hat. I picked this one because it has the side mesh, so I think it'll breathe a little bit better. It's a Velcro adjustability, just in case the size of my head changes while I'm out there. I don't know that that's going to happen, but it'll be nice and easy to adjust. It also has the detachable sun shield, so in case it does get really bright and sunny in the desert, I'll be able to keep the sun off my ears and my neck and my face and not really have to worry too much about it. Next, I have a long sleeve blue t-shirt. This is a Sport Tech t-shirt. It's really cheap. I got this on Amazon. It was $8.95, I believe. It takes a few days. It probably took me almost a week to get it in. You can't get it prime, but for $9, I will definitely take this. I'll see how long it lasts. If I like it, I will buy another one along the way if this one wears out, and I'll keep going along with these. Next one is, to no surprise I'm sure, the Exofficio Underwear. I got the 9-inch leg length. I think it's a 9-inch inseam. I'm not really sure how they do the 9-inch. I got that because my shorts at the time were quite short, and I'm not a shorts person. I wear blue jeans every day, even in 110 degree weather in Texas in the summer. So I got these to have a little extra length. When those shorts decided they were going to ride on up, I'd be a little more comfortable with these underneath there. For my shorts, I have some Columbia shorts. I chose to go with these because they did have pockets. I wasn't originally going to use pockets, but I like the idea of being able to keep my phone in my pocket. It's got deep pockets so that I don't really have to worry too much about my phone coming out. I can take it out of there when I go to ford rivers or do any kind of extensive climbing or anything that I think my phone might fall out. I can always take it out and put it in my pack. But I think I would do that even if I had it on my pouch on my shoulder strap like I originally did. It kept falling out of that thing, so I actually ended up removing that pouch entirely and just buying these shorts so I could put my phone in the pocket. Also, I did want a pair that had at least one zipper pocket. I was hoping that it would be the back pocket, but I couldn't find one that was light and comfortable enough. So I got this one. And the reason I wanted that is for putting my wallet in when I go into town. So I have a little DCF wallet that I got from Light AF, and I will be putting like my license, some cash, and my card in that wallet, and I wanted to be able to put it in a zipper pocket. So that's why I went with these shorts. But big thing about these shorts, they were quite a bit too long. Now normally on a normal day I would like that. I would like to wear a longer short if I was going to, but in this case they came down past the top of my knee, and I was afraid that while doing climbing that it would grab and pull and just pull at my pants all day, and that would probably irritate me. So my amazing wife hemmed them for me. She absolutely hates hemming. She is a quilter. Hemming clothing is the last thing that she wants to do, but she pinned it up for me, stood it where I wanted it on my leg. She made sure my wallet would still fit in the pocket, sewed it up and cut it down for me. So now they're just the right length. I also really like the idea that these shorts have a very small belt. It's not a heavy belt. It looks like just a little piece of 1-inch webbing. It is just a little simple clasp that I really like. Just push the button and it pops right off. The reason I like this is because I am a very big guy. I weigh 265 pounds. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose a decent bit of weight at the beginning of this trail. So it'll be nice to be able to cinch these up and still be able to wear the same shorts a few weeks into the trip and not have to get another pair, especially since these are custom hemmed by my wife. So I would not have the same opportunity to get the shorts. For my footwear, I've got a pair of sock liners. I've used sock liners and I've both used sock liners and not used sock liners, and I don't really have a preference either way on a normal basis, but I have found that if the temperatures start getting a little higher and my feet start sweating quite a bit, I do prefer the sock liners. They do seem to help with the chafing and the blister situation. Now when it's cold enough that my feet aren't really sweating, I don't really find a big difference personally using sock liners, so I tend to just use the regular socks because they're a lot more comfortable to me. I'm not super big fan of these because it feels like my foot is always sliding around in my shoe, because I do have a half size too big shoe per the norm of through hiking or hiking in general in trail runners. So I generally tend to save these for when it's going to be quite hot outside and I think my feet are going to sweat a lot. For my regular socks, I'm using a mid-rise Darn Tough sock. I've been wearing these now for about a year. I wear these every single day. I used to be a cheap Walmart sock guy, real thin. They wear out in a couple months and I just buy new ones because they were so cheap. But when I started testing these for this through hike, I could not go back. These are a $20 pair of socks and I will gladly continue paying this $20. I put these things through hell and they barely even look like they've been worn. So I'll be carrying one extra pair in my pack along with one extra pair of sock liners so that I can change them daily. And I will be wearing one pair of sock liners and one pair of Darn Tough socks. One thing I forgot to mention is the sock liners I just showed you are a pair of Fox Rivers. I really like those. I have a pair of those and a pair of REI sock liners. My dog decided he was going to eat one of my REI, so I'm going to have to get another pair. I don't know which one I'm going to get yet, but they both work out all right. And lastly, my shoes. Lone Peak 4.0s. These are the ones I'm going to be starting with. These do have almost 400 miles on them now, but they're still going and kicking. So I'm going to start with these exact same pair and see how far they get me. Hopefully they can at least get me into Warner Springs. I've been talking to a nice couple that own the business 2 Foot Adventures. I'm sure if you guys know anything about the PCT, you've probably heard about 2 Foot Adventures. And they've been more than willing to help me out on getting my pairs of shoes when I need them and shipping them where I need to be. So hopefully they'll make me to at least Warner Springs and I can pick up a new pair from 2 Foot Adventures then. So that just about wraps it up for the majority of my gear. There's a lot of odds and ends here and there, things I've changed, things I've kept from my original gear video. I will be posting, for anyone who's interested, a final gear video, at least for the gear I'll be starting with in the desert. I'm not going to go in depth into the gear I'm going to change in the Sierra and after the Sierra, but I am going to at least post the changes that I've made to the gear from my original gear video, because people have been interested. They've been noticing that my gear videos differ slightly from the original full gear video. So I'm just going to do a quick update on that probably next Sunday. I do leave not this coming Friday but next Friday for San Diego, so next week I'll probably post the video of my final gear list. On Thursday I will be posting a kind of different video. I had the opportunity to do something pretty cool while I'm on the PCT this year. I stumbled upon this on Instagram last night, I think, and contacted the lady, and am going to be very happy to be a part of this. It's starting to go around Instagram and YouTube, so I'm very, very happy to be a part of it. So if you're interested in what that is, stick around for Thursday's video, because I don't actually have the thing I want to show right this moment. I'm waiting for it in the mail, so I will probably do a video of that on Thursday. So if you're new to my channel and this is the first video you're seeing and you're curious about individual gear picks and why I chose each piece of gear that I chose, feel free to check out my channel. I've got all of them in one place listed under my PCT Adventure. Or if you just want to follow me along on my PCT Adventure this year, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and follow along. Until next time.